Amitabh Bachchan is the central protagonist of this film Satyagraha. In many ways, you are, and Prakash Jha is trying to capture the anger of the Indian citizen. For somebody whose persona was once the angry young man, to today depicting that public anger, do you believe the tagline of this latest movie of yours, that our democracy is indeed under fire?
I think when Prakash ji narrated the story to me, this is what he had in mind, that there is a lot of anger, there is a lot of dissatisfaction with the system, and he wanted to construct a story between a father and a father that has lost his son and a son that is in search of a father, and how both of them having different ideologies, the father being more principled, more moralistic, socially conscious, an ex-principal of a school, living within very meager means, and a son that is believing that greed and if there are opportunities in life, as many of the youngsters in India today think, there is no harm in going out and making their own packet of wealth, how their ideologies differ, how they eventually come to meet because of the fact that both of them suffer the atrocities of a system which is not responding to them, and how both of them then get together to give a silent revolution, trying to protest against what the system is doing and if they can change it.
But you know, Mr. Bachchan, when you see these young students out on the streets of Mumbai, even today as we speak, at some point, do you not think as a citizen, not just as an actor, but as one of our preeminent citizens, do you not think that a cynicism will creep in, where one day people will say our protests are making no difference? After all, you saw those massive protests in Delhi, and now you're seeing these massive protests in Mumbai, and yet there's a sense of awful deja vu. And do you not worry that this deja vu will one day lead to people saying, my protest just counts for nothing?
Now, I think that the protests in Delhi didn't go waste. I mean, it forced the government to come out with a very strong law and work immediately. It's another matter that the law is taking its own sweet time to bring justice as rapidly as we would want it to. And what has happened yesterday in Mumbai is just incredibly horrid. A 22-year-old young girl, a photojournalist, out on an assignment, in the middle of the day when it's daylight, in the heart of the city, a city that prides itself and has been very proud of the fact that it's a safe city, that women in this city are secure, even in the middle of the night or much afterwards. To have something happen like this is just absolutely abhorring to anybody. This should not happen at all. And if this is happening, then something is going wrong with the system. Something is going wrong with these young culprits, these terrible tyrants of society who are breaching the law, breaching all social norms. I was just saying to a group of press people from where I was coming for the launch of another product that, you know, just a couple of days ago, just 2 days ago, we had this wonderful festival of Raksha Bandhan in our country, which symbolizes the strength and the love and affection and the respect that we have for women in our culture. The sister tying a rakhi on a brother's hand, seeking protection. And even though there are not many people who have real sisters, we still have a great amount of respect for someone who wishes to tie a rakhi on your wrist. And can we not be inspired by just that? This culture has come to us from hundreds and hundreds of years, and something is going wrong with us, and I don't know what it is. But yes, we do need immediately to capture these culprits and bring them to justice, and very rapidly and very strongly.
So do you see our anger, the anger of the ordinary person out on the street, something that your new film also explores? Do you see this anger as healthy, or do you see it as sometimes capable of being anarchist in nature? Where is the thin line between productive anger that aims itself towards change and a kind of near anarchy on the streets, which could come one day in India if the system stops responding?
I asked Prakash ji this question during the making of the film, and he seemed to have faith and confidence in the fact that the manner in which the youth of the country or any section of society is getting up and asking for its demands, its rights, its rightful demands,